This one that says "I love CH."
Oh, this one says "I love CH."
Nice. Who do you think tattooed that on his foot?
Is it you? Nice. Skills, second career.
Well, you're right.
So the first thing I have to ask about is Daryl. Because he's clearly been on a journey ever since Captain America Civil War.
You're the first person to ask about Daryl, and Daryl's in the film. He's the tour guide.
He's the tour
now
guide, yes.
in New Asgard, and all kind of like. I love that. I was just saying that thing that we shot before Ragnarok, those little short films, kind of set the tone for the character. It was like a little experiment. We're like, oh, let's see what Thor's like, when he's just like a bit more human.
And a bit more kind of improvisational and wacky, and we had kind of there was no risk. And then we walked on set and we thought, let's kind of keep that going.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And so is the idea that Thor was just such a terrible roommate that he actually got him a job in New Asgard? Or?
I think he owed Daryl money and he said, I'll get you a job in New Asgard. You're going to love it in Norway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, D?
Yep.
One scene that I wanted to ask about specifically is the scene with all the children, because I mean, you're playing almost a horror villain showing up in front of this group. Like, what was that experience like?
It was like the worst birthday party performer ever. And we did actually sit there and we went through so much. That was just one of a bunch of things that Taika and I made up on the spot. He was just sitting near the camera going, try doing this thing and do that. We did a whole bunch of different things, and that was the one that. We chose, but we had a lot of fun, a lot of creativity. We went to some really bloody funny places, and we also went to some very, very creepy, dark places, both of which were probably a little bit too extreme.
Sure.
We want to make sure that this is a family film, and I took my kids to it last night, and they just adored it.
And what was it like interacting between shots with the kids? Like, were they hesitant?
They were fascinated. It's the thing about playing a villain, isn't it? People are fascinated with the villain. So the first few days, I spent a lot of days with all the kids, but the first few days they were all a little bit kind of looking at me, and Taika's little girl, she was hysterical. She would stare daggers at me, I would try talking to her and she was having none of it. She was just like, you just looking at me like, you stay away. She demolished me with every time. She looked strong little character. But initially they were all keeping their distance. But then as they recognized just how harmless and silly I am, they were all coming up and like, God, do the black bile thing, do this, give me the Necrocil. The Necrocil will get passed around everybody and then people will be coming in. Christian, is that the sharp one? Please don't let the kids play with that one. No, it's the rubber version, okay. Great, but they were fascinated, wanted to touch all the scarring and whatnot, and it was a great deal of fun.
Today, we'll go down in history.
How exciting.
Today, we'll fight!
And this is spoilery, and I promise to hold it until the movie comes out. But I do want to ask about the Whisper, because I know I'm assuming that you are not going to tell me what you actually said. But I'm curious if there was a specific line, and you could just talk about filming that scene.
That scene was really, really fun to shoot. And yes, there is a specific line, but I will never reveal it.
Never ever.
The one that got away.
The one that got away.
That means escaped.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of spoilery, but I need to ask about the tattoo, because the Loki tattoo.
This one? Oh, no, this one.
This one that says "I love CH."
Oh,
This one says "I love CH."
Nice.
Who do you think tattooed that on his foot?
Is it you? Nice. Skills, second career. What was the design process for that, and how did that
He just did it just freehand. So the design process of the Loki tattoo of the big.
Did you come up with that?
Yeah, that was I tried to get that in Ragnarok. Remember, there was like a little
Rest in
scene where,
peace.
and him and Loki were talking, and he goes like, "I thought you were dead. I mourned you. I got this tattoo." And he lifts up his thing, and it says like, "R.I.P. Loki." We had another opportunity to do it this time, and Kevin was like, let's go big though. Let's put it all over his back.
We had another tattoo reference as well when we were talking about rollerblading. I said,
when Thor and Jane,
you never, was it blade?
Once you blade.
Once you blade, you never fade.
Yeah.
But that didn't make it in the movie.
Yeah.
You are not like the other gods of kill. You have something worth fighting for.